So next we're going to move to one of the victims, Anne Marie Hochhalter, who was one of the gunshot victims outside the cafeteria. Now, this definitely points to the area of a cover-up, because I'm going to go through her report. So this is document 214, 215, 216. Date of the report, April 29th, 99, regarding April 27th at 3:15. Special Agent Mike Barnett and I went to Swedish Hospital to interview victim Hochhalter. Victim Hochhalter stated that after fourth period, at about 11:10 a.m., she went to the publications room for a few minutes, then walked down to the grassy area, which is located outside the library on the southwest corner of the school. Hochhalter said she began to eat her lunch with Jason Ottenrieth and Kim Blair. Hochhalter stated sometime between 11:15 and 11:20 she observed two gunmen. Now keep in mind this is the typed report, so we do not have her statement. The first gunman she described as a white male, black hair, brown eyes, black hat, black boots, black cargo pants, a black shirt, black trench coat, carrying a black vinyl duffel bag, round in shape and about 2.5 feet long, with a black gun. Number two gunman was a white male with a shotgun, carrying a duffel bag, wearing all black to include a black trench coat. Hochhalter said she saw these gunmen standing at the top of the stairs at the southwest corner by the library. Hochhalter said she observed both individuals shooting towards the west and towards the parking lot. At first, she thought it was a joke, but almost immediately realized that it was for real when she saw students getting shot in the legs. By the way, it is curious how so many witnesses describe two gunmen shooting, one gunman. I mean, these accounts are all over the place, but supposedly they have a clear view here. What would account for that? Other than multiple shooters, or at least other individuals in the mix. Even if they weren't shooters, other trenchcoat mafia members running around doing whatever. Hochhalter said she observed both individuals shooting toward the west and towards the parking lot. At first, she thought it was a joke, but almost immediately realized that it was for real when she saw students getting shot in the legs. Hochhalter said it was about this time they began to run to the cafeteria when gunman 2 shot her. Hochhalter said she believes she was shot with a shotgun due to the noise of the blast. Hochhalter said she was unable to walk after being shot and that Jason Othenrieth drug her to an area by the wall directly in front of the cafeteria. Hochhalter stated while she was lying on the ground after being shot, she heard shooting and bombs going off. Hochhalter also said that she heard the first gunman yelling orders to the other gunman, but could not recall exactly what he was saying. Hochhalter stated that while she was lying on the ground playing dead, that she believes the gunman may have walked down the stairs towards the south parking area. Hochhalter stated she laid in the same position playing dead until she was rescued. Hochhalter also stated that while lying in the grass, she heard a lot of noise and shooting in the library area. Hochhalter stated she would like to be interviewed further at a later date. Due to her medical condition, I felt she needed rest, and the interview was terminated at this time. And there is no follow-up interview here. And so Jason Ottenrieth's and Kim Blair's statements, we do not have Ottenrieth. We just have a typed statement saying he did ID Eric Harris, but not Dylan Klebold, and we don't have his handwritten statement. So again, and Kim Blair, same thing. We do not have a positive ID from her. She does not ID anybody. So, and there's no follow-up. There's no mentioning of IDing anybody. And now let's get to this curious document, 18218. And this is truly a big mind shock. So this is Sarah Spalding, prepared by Dan Harris. Sarah Spalding, Swedish Hospital, advised Anne Marie Hochhalter, victim, would like to talk with the police or sheriff. Will Paige Harris, when she awakes, advised that Harris/Klebold. So Paige Harris, this is Dan Harris, I guess hospital staff or police. Will Paige Harris, when she arrives, advised that Harris and Klebold did not shoot her. Let me read that again for the coincidence theorists. So Swedish hospital staff, Sarah Spalding, advised that Anne Marie Hochhalter, victim, would like to talk with police/sheriff. Advised that Harris Klebold did not shoot her. And the lead here, lead control number DN 1481, interview Anne Marie Hochhalter, victim of incident in Swedish hospital, has an ID on the shooters, was shot outside of school. Assigned to Mike Barnett, date April 27th, 1999, time 12:29 p.m. April 17th, Barnett and McFadden interviewed Hochhalter at Swedish Hospital. Hochhalter said that at fourth period she went to publications for a few minutes, then walked to the grassy area outside the library, southwest corner. Hochhalter said she began to eat lunch with Jason Autenreth and Kim Blair. Hochhalter said that between 11:15 and 11:20, she observed two gunmen. Gunman number 1, white male, 6'4", black hair, brown eyes, black hat and boots, black cargo pants, black vinyl duffel bag, round in shape, about 2.5 feet long, with a black gun. Number 2, white male, shotgun, carrying duffel bag, black trench coat, all in black, standing at the top of the stairs, southwest corner by library. Hochhalter said that at first she thought it might be a joke, but quickly realized it was not when she saw both gunmen shooting towards the mountains and south parking lot. Hochhalter said he began to run towards the cafeteria. Gunman number 2 shot her. Hochhalter believed with a shotgun. Hochhalter said that she was unable to walk. Jason drug her to the cafeteria wall. Saw the gunman shooting at students' legs. First gunman yelling orders to the other gunman. Hochhalter said that she thinks the gunman walked down the stairs towards the parking lot while she laid on the grass. Hochhalter said she played dead until rescued. And so they're typing up this report. They're not saying who she identified. They're just saying gunman number 1 and 2. And in the previous lead sheet, we have here, she said that Harris and Klebold did not shoot her. So none of these individuals are Harris and Klebold. She also said individual 1 is 6'4", and 1 was yelling orders to the other. So if it was Dylan Klebold, he's yelling orders to Eric Harris. Most people assume it would be the other way around. But apparently she's stating that she was not shot by Klebold or Eric Harris. Why is this information not talked about? Where are the follow-up interviews? And who did she ID? That would be curious. Or was she not able to make an ID and she just knew it wasn't Eric or Dylan based on their pictures?